What's up, guys? You guys got any questions you want me to answer off the bat? ETFs. Question on them. You know, to be honest with you, I don't exactly know what an ETF stands for. I should probably know that. Let's just look it up. What does ETF stand for? Exchange traded funds. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I mean, just saying ETFs, Farouk, is a little broad. But I mean, an ETF would be like SPY or QQQ, XLF, XLE. Thank you, Doug. ETFs are basically just kind of a basket of names, that like SPY would be the S&P 500. Thanks. Yeah, RB. Is AMC halted? No. So the market closed an hour ago. So after hours trading ended an hour ago. And then we'll reopen at 3 a.m. my time, I think. So 4 a.m. Eastern, I believe. It's either 4 or 5 a.m. I'm pretty sure it's 4 a.m. Eastern. Is when the market opens again, pre-market. 4 a.m. Central. Okay, so 5 Eastern. Cool. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Peru. Do they fluctuate wildly? I mean, it kind of depends what you're talking about here. I mean, like, if we're trading SPY, right? Let's just pull up SPY. No, definitely not like GME for sure. So SPY, we actually almost hit all-time highs. I think in Q. What did I see today? Thought I saw in Q all-time highs. Maybe it was the Qs. Nope. I guess that was a random tweet. So definitely not like GameStop. And GameStop's not typically something that moves a lot on a day-to-day basis. Okay. GameStop, for example, right now is something that will happen for a couple days and then it'll be dead for months. The last real squeeze, or it was kind of moving a little bit similar to this, was 3 years ago. So, 3 years ago, GameStop was moving, and now we're getting a little bit of movement again. Yeah, there's been little pops here and there. He was a hedgie when he was younger. Yeah, I feel like I might have been born in a hedge fund, Porter. Who knows? Can you teach us how to chart? Yes. Let me finish this thing on ETFs real quick. So for SPY, for example, so it's like SPY is the S&P 500, right, Farouk? And /ES is also the S&P 500. It's just the E-mini futures of it. So it's like the raw futures. SPX is basically SPY, but levered up. I think it's either 10 or 100 times. So if I trade an SPX contract, these are going to be worth $1,100 right at, well, hang on, that's GameStop. One sec. If I trade an SPX contract, which is not loading, there we go. So let's do same day expiration. These are going to be right at the money, $2,000. Okay, about $2,000, $2,500. If I go to SPY, I come down here, they're going to be about $200 to $250. So it's a 10 times levered. Yeah, please do not touch SPX. I'm glad someone told you that. I didn't have to be the first one. No reason to trade it, especially if you're new. I don't even think I've taken one trade on SPX in my career. Just no reason to lever up that much. Very scary. Yeah, I know people that trade it. I know people that can make money with it, and great, good for them. What's up, Chag, over on YouTube? I see you in here as well, too. Okay, cool. So, yeah, SPX just levered up a lot, but it's the same with NDX for NQ, right? So NQ is the NASDAQ, you have NDX, and then you have QQQ. QQQ is going to be the ETF. SPY is going to be the ETF of the S&P 500. Okay, so can you teach us how to chart? So, Amro, looks like you're from Houston. What's up, bro? I am I live in Texas too. But that's a pretty, once again, it's kind of a broad question. The thing is, we have lessons for that. I think Duck just sent you one. Jay is our technical analysis. There you go. So Jay is going to be more of like our charting coach. I myself, I'm the day trading coach, so I also kind of have a little bit of charting in there as well. But we do have a lot of education on that. So, I can't really just bog down a whole lesson. We do premium stuff where we, if you're going to be with a coach, that's kind of stuff that you pay for, and you get the really, really in-depth education there. So, but it seems like you're new, so welcome to the chat. And then there you go. Look at this. Duck is on fire tonight. Yeah, for sure. If you got any other questions, ask away. Pretty good amount of people on Twitter and YouTube here. If y'all have questions as well, you can ask. I can see those. Other than that, though, GameStop, that's kind of been the ticker of the day. A little bit of sell-off into after hours, the close of after hours today, but I kind of like how we closed up around $50. Look what happened yesterday, right? I mean, there was just not much movement during the day, closed around $30. After hours, a little bit of a move here, a little bit more than 10%, maybe 20%. Pre-market is where the craziness always happens. Okay. So, obviously I wanted to see more movement here today, but once again, I kind of expected things to be a bit stagnant. We had Powell talking. I don't think that really had a big factor on what GameStop did today. But just like we saw the day before, just during market hours, they can halt the stock. They can kind of manipulate it. Pre-market, they can't halt it. So, unless there's some sort of news that is planned and coming out, then they can halt the stock. I think that's one of the only ways they can do it. However, they can't halt a stock pre-market, typically just on price action. And so that's where you can get these moves like that. If we go back to, let's see here, let's go 5 years, daily chart here. We go back to this move here. This is what we saw. We saw kind of volume start kicking in. We started seeing the move up into the 20s and the 30s. Obviously, this is post-split, so the prices are a little bit different, but we started seeing the move up. Huge gap up, right? Pre-market, huge gap up. We had kind of that crazy day, big dip, bounce back up. The next day, we actually ended up gapping down. We hit a low of, just for example here, 20, call it $30 a share, and a high of 120. So that was the crazy day. I think it actually opened up, ripped, and then that's when they started halting trading on Robinhood specifically and some other brokers where you couldn't buy, you could only sell. And that's when the stock cratered, gapped up the next day again, and then the madness ended. Had another little pop back here, a couple months later, but just nothing near that. So could this be a move like this? Yeah, sure. I mean, of course it could. But are the what's the word? Probabilities high that's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know that I could see this going all the way up to all-time highs around 120. That's still a pretty big move. However, they did. So just like yesterday, I don't know if you guys noticed it. Hang on, let me fix this. This is making me mad. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but yesterday at market open, when this started moving, the highest strike price that they had was 34. So they had 34 all the way down to $3 strike prices, right? And then by the end of the day, they had up to 57. So 57 was the highest they had. And today they had to write more. So from 57 all the way up to 70 and then 75. And then after 75, it just goes by $5. So 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. So the 100 calls got 5,000 volume today. You can tell that I'm right here on that 57 because if you see 57 here, strike price calls 46,952 volume today. So those were the most, and then I bet you this is 34s. Yep, you can just tell by the volume. 36,000 volume in those as well. So They had to write more calls today. They had to make more strike prices. I wonder if tomorrow we go back up, go test that $80 level that we hit this morning, which is just insane. I mean, this doesn't look that crazy just on a chart, but considering we closed at $30 a share and we touched 80, so 100% move from 30 would be 60, right? And then so from 30 to 90, what's that? 200%. Just insane move. So, however, we dropped off and only opened up around like 68, I think, about $68 a shares were reopened. Dropped off basically all day. Had a little comeback at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Else YouTube, it pays you $10 in dividends weekly, I think. No way. That's crazy. What's the ticker, TK? Oh, okay. No, never mind. I see what you're talking about. That portfolio. Yeah, okay. I see what you're talking about. Can I do a prediction on BlackBerry? Well, okay. So before I get into that, Amro, understand that GME is like the front runner, right? You have that roaring kitty guy or whatever you want to call him on Twitter. The whole squeeze back then was based on GameStop. And all the other stocks like BlackBerry, Nokia, and AMC, those kind of names simply just moved up, for the most part because of GameStop. So if you're looking to buy in BlackBerry, I just think that it's very risky, and chances of it just kind of pumping and dumping within 1 or 2 days is very high. So if you're looking to buy into that because you saw that on some tweet or something, I would be very careful. So yeah, I mean that's the point. So I mean, I don't know if you're looking to short it. I don't really know what your plan is on that. But big rip today, right? From about what $3 up to $4. So 25% move there. Closed the day up about 12%. You bought options today. Did you buy calls, puts? What'd you buy? And where'd you buy them? Did you buy kind of right at close or what happened? Nice little squeeze here after hours though. Um, Two minutes before close. Okay. Well, I mean, again, like I can't necessarily like predict what's going to happen, right? I can give you my like 2 cents on what I think could happen. If you see GameStop up heavy tomorrow morning, I would think that BlackBerry is going to be up heavy tomorrow morning. If GameStop is flat or down, I would think that BlackBerry is going to be down. It's, there's not necessarily like a trade setup. There's not necessarily like a perfect plan here. It's simply just tied to GameStop. Yeah, cost too. I think that's the ticker too, right? KOSS. Yeah, this one too as well. It's just like, yeah, these are casino stocks. So you have to, right? It's just like Bitcoin and Ethereum are to like the altcoins, right? And the meme coins. When the big, the leaders are moving, the small guys are going to be moving as well. And then vice versa. Ethan, what's your win percentage? I mean, I don't have a specific percentage, but I would ask around and maybe other people can vouch for me. I think I win. My win percentage is extremely high. But I don't take a million trades, I'm very selective with what I do. Fidget's vouching for me here. Thank you. Yeah, very selective. Yeah, especially with day trading, you have to be. Don't you remember the meme? Follow the leader coming from Mr. Casino. Yeah. Duck, there's no way you worked in casinos. That's awesome. Ethan, can you check if TLT is good buy right now? So TLT is bonds. It's treasury bonds. So I don't know exactly why you'd want to be looking at this. That's not, you're up 140 on them. Well, I mean, that's good. I'm glad that you're up. However, I don't necessarily, I don't know your trade idea. I don't know if you, have some sort of fundamental trade on it. If you just bought a dip, uncle told you to buy it. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see bonds go a little bit higher. I'm just not much of a fundamental guy. I want to learn, but I mean, if you're up, it's just not really my like forte. I don't want to give you some sort of like prediction or thesis on this that I just don't know much about. So Shay, like they said, or Shy, he's probably the guy you want to go talk to about that in the chat. He is very, very more of a fundamental based trader. He's extremely good at it. So I'm just not super familiar with bonds and all that stuff. So waterfalls, play my friend. There was some sort of TLT trade though that I remember. It was like the second to last week and every quarter it does something. I don't know, something weird like that. How did AMC hit nearly 400 and GME only sub 100 per share if GME was the front runner during the 21 memes cycle? So last gambit on YouTube, GME split 4 times. So if the share right now is about 50, that means it would be 200 if it didn't split. I don't know that AMC hit 400, but if you're still listening, then that's kind of my thought on that. GameStop did split. So what else we got here? Anyone on bunch people on Twitter here and YouTube. I'm at 14.1K shares of AMC, so I was just really curious about that. AMC was 360, I believe, at the peak. I don't really remember off the top of my head. It may have been, but I know for a fact GameStop split, and that probably means AMC split as well. If you think it was really 360, they had a 1 to 10 split here. So if we are at $7 a share, that means it would be 75. So 1 to 10 split. It was 1 to 10. Hang on. One to 10. So that means that's a reverse split. I don't know that I remember AMC at $360. Can anyone else confirm that AMC was $360? I don't remember that, but let's see here. Great free member turnout. There we go, Doug. Amro, there we go. 1 free month. Tip it was. Okay, cool. I guess I'm just blanking here. That's pretty cool. A free member in the Discord just got a free month. That's awesome. Yeah, always a bunch of giveaways in here. That's really cool. 376. That's just crazy. I don't know how I don't remember it being that much. Okay, actually, I see it back here. And then they did the reverse split. So that would make sense. So you have 14.1 thousand shares. Finally, flat out said, oh, he did, huh? Let's go see. You guys won't be able to see my screen, but I'm going to go to Twitter here. Did he really say that last gambit? Apparently, Mr. Kitty finally said GameStop. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I saw that one because there was all the speculation that that he was talking about a different ticker by chance. That's what it was. So yeah, I guess he had to clarify a little bit. It's kind of it's weird that he's doing all these memes. I wish he would just say something, but I guess it's also kind of protecting him from any sort of SEC stuff, legal stuff. So you think GameStop will pop more than AMC? Tip. GameStop's just always the front runner, unless there's some sort of news specifically on AMC. I always think that GameStop's going to be moving because that's just what's in the news right now. That's just the name really in play. You got the Roaring Kitty dude still posting about it. I think it held up the most out of everything else. So, do I know for a fact? No, I don't. I don't think so. That I can know anything, right? But I do think there's a pretty good chance that you could see something tomorrow morning. Obviously, markets already closed tonight, but just like we saw this morning, right? So I don't know if you can see this little dotted line here, but that's when after hours meets pre-market. So right here, when pre-market starts, that's where you can see this rip start to happen. So after hours kind of stopped here. So now we just wait for tomorrow morning. So yeah, me too. I hope this thing rips. I would love to see this go higher. I mean, even though I'm not really involved in it, it's just fun. Let's see here. Oh, I got called in about it. Good stream. All right, Ted, take care, man. I haven't played DayZ yet. Books open this morning at a pop, and everyone cashed out calls, I think. Yeah, definitely. With that one, I'll pop my AirPod in and listen. Inventory week. Let's see. Porterhouse. Just don't even speak that into existence. Fidget, yeah. AMC to 13. I would love to see GameStop hit 100. I think that would be just cool. See this just rip a little bit higher, maybe even like 120. I saw a bunch of tweets that 180 is the price level that Wall Street Bets wants. Obviously, they don't really have a say in it at all, but 100 plus would be insane, I think. I mean, I don't think 300, 500 is doable, but I mean, who knows? Hedge funds only lost 5 billion. I know that sounds like a lot, but until they're losing tens of billions, then this still has a chance to go. Right, it's pennies. Yeah, BlackBerry needs to hit force. My pockets get fat. Well, let's hope. Let's cross our fingers. I wouldn't necessarily cross your fingers on BlackBerry. I would go to bed and pray that GameStop is at 100 tomorrow morning. The thing is, what sucked today is we hit 80 pre-market and opened at like 68. I want to see this open high. $100 plus for you. You're buying a Porsche. Let's go. Usually a crypto guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, 100 plus would be insane. I wonder how many millionaires. I saw someone. So someone bought, I think, $20,000 in May 17 calls like 2-3 months ago, like the 24 strike or something. And to me, it's very, very weird that that strike or that expiration date was picked, considering that after 3 years of time, that Roaring Kitty dude came in and tweeted on that same week. I don't know if he knew that. I don't know if that was planned, but 20,000 is now like 2 million. So that's kind of cool. Wish I could do that. Yeah, those are me. What is Spirit doing? I know Dave Portnoy is hurting on that one. Oh yeah, look at that. Oof. I saw your account rise and plummet. Well, that means you're probably in a lot. It's not most of your account. Yeah, he put 500K into each in GameStop and AMC. Kind of right at close yesterday. He was hyped today, and then he doesn't really know anything about trading, right? So whenever he's seeing this stuff halt, he's like, these guys are all corrupt and whatever. And I mean, believe me, I'm not on their team. I think it's kind of screwed up that they can halt that stuff. And for people that aren't really familiar with trading at all, they don't really know what halts are. And it's gonna, when they're sitting there not being able to buy and the stock's not moving, they don't really know what's happening. They may just step away. So they're just making it hard for people that really don't know what they're doing to buy in, and then they can kind of spike the stock down as they halt it. So that was the issue this morning. So Dave was all fired up that they were halting it. I didn't like it either. I expected halts to happen today. I didn't expect like 5 halts in the first 30 minutes. Let's go to 1 minute chart so you can see what I'm talking about here. But yeah, halted that like 1 second in, halted it again, halt, halt, halt all morning, and then it kind of chilled out for a little bit. Let's see. You made to be on the GME trade. You got in early. Whenever there's a big push, there is a halt. Taking him jinxed him. Thanks for helping, Duck. Got milk. I saw 34 halts between both of them. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, just freaking crazy. I get 1 or 2, but to halt it that much, I mean, that's just kind of manipulating um, what's really going on. 14,120 shares exactly at 100. That puts me at 1.4 million, but I just jumped that back into my crypto. Nice. Gambit, big baller over here. I love it. Ethan, can I do options with your plans with $100? If you have $100 account, I don't really know what you can really do. I mean, you can. I'm not saying like you can't, but with $100, I mean, in the trading world, you can't really do a whole lot. I would focus more on maybe paper trading with like a $1,000 or $2,000 account, and then trying to learn from one of the coaches here. Amro, we all go in depth. It's just different strategies. So I'm more of a day trader. Jay is going to be a little bit more of a technical analysis guy. He also has a little bit more of a crypto background. Lee is a little bit more of a swing trader. And then the swinging bull. So Mr. SLP is his name in here. He's going to be the more of the swing trader guy. And then swinging bull is very kind of slow, like passive options trading, which is a little bit more intricate. Is it possible for me to buy the membership and cancel? It doesn't work. Yeah, you can always cancel. I want to learn. But yeah, SLP, stock lock profits. I don't know where he came up with that, but I don't believe it's probably something you're gonna have to work out with them. If you buy it and cancel it the same day, I mean, possibly, but if you buy it, wait for a week, probably not. But yeah, that's kind of something you need to work out with Duck and then Nikki, who's not here right now. But this isn't critical, but don't think that you can kind of scam the payment system. We have a whole team that watches that stuff. So just keep that in mind. Believe me, I think the same way you do. But yeah, you get it. Halts are used to find shares to short to control price action and kill Momo. Yeah, got milk 100%. I mean, that's exactly what they were doing today, you know? They wanted to just make things hard on people, and they wanted to just do whatever they could to get that price down because they were down, like $5 billion that opened today. So yeah, just crazy. I mean, I don't want to say like manipulation, but it pretty much is. I don't understand calls. I'm not willing to mess with that stuff. Too risky for my stock IQ. I certainly won't leverage or anything either. I'm not fully interested in planning to learn on the side. Well, last gambit. We got a pretty huge chat room here. So if you're interested in joining, there's a free section. There's many different packages that you can look for. We're actually doing an in-person boot camp at the end of July in Florida, where myself and all the other traders will be doing in-person lessons. We're doing in-person live trading, dinners. You pay for the ticket to kind of go, and that money goes toward food. It goes toward the hotel stay. It goes toward everything. All you got to do is buy your plane ticket then. So that is coming up at the end of July. I just hate how it's illegal for us to manipulate, but they're literally doing it. Well, they're big money guys. Yoda Bomb. I think that there is a link to that. Duck, is there a link to the channel where they can find that? It's a 4-day thing. 2 days are kind of, we're doing like 2 full days of teaching and live trading and all that stuff. And then just kind of like meet and greet and stuff on the first and last day. But we're doing breakfast, lunch, dinners all together on those 2 days as well. 4,200 non-lifetime. There you go. But I think it's 3 nights included, breakfast, lunch, dinner for 2 days, and a full-on in-person live kind of boot camp type deal. So I know chat rooms that are a lot worse than this that charge way more than that. I don't know if you guys remember, like there's like memes out right now. Yoda, that's the plan. That's the plan. During COVID, it kind of screwed it all up, but this is the first year we're doing it again. So yeah. But see, where was I going with that? I don't know if you guys know about like all the Forex like memes and stuff, but back during COVID, kind of right before and right after and during, like all these Forex gurus would do like the rent an Airbnb. People would pay like 10 grand to go sleep in an Airbnb with like 45 other people. And it's like basically like a motivational speech. And these people who really don't know how to trade and have probably been trading for like a few months and just know the lingo, they're trying to teach people and basically scamming them out of this stuff. So it's just unbelievable. So don't think that we're trying to like make money here on this boot camp. It's really just because we love this community. You got to think, I mean, what was it, $4,200 isn't really going to go a long way after paying for everyone else. There it is. Thank you, Duck. That's everything there. And there's honestly a little bit more included. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a Motel 6 at all. So you guys should look it up. For anyone listening on other platforms, you just want to see where this thing would be. But it's called Grand Opal Resort, right? Let's see, Opal. The link to Suite of Opal Collection. It's Opal Resort in Delray, Florida. Got a little bit of crypto stuff we're going to be going over. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much stuff going on. You got merch, giveaways, all that stuff. Cool, last gambit. Well, if you're interested, just hit us up. Come over here to Penny Boys. Just ask for Ethan when if you end up joining in, join on the free side, and then we can get you set up. Welcome, Mez. What's up, Mez? Well, let's see. You're only about 35 minutes in, so we got a little bit of time. I guess I can briefly chart here to kind of look at other things other than GameStop. That's pretty much all I watched today because we had Powell. We do have CPI tomorrow morning, so that could really screw this up. I think NVIDIA is probably going to be my top watch. I do like this somewhat of a like bull flag we're seeing here over the last like month or two. Had a lot of consolidation here, so pretty much CPI is good. See some strength in the market, got some volume there. Probably going to be looking to trade this from 920 up through this high around 922, then look for a move kind of through like 925, maybe even target 930. So not looking for a crazy move, even though I think it's there. I rather just take the high probable move up in this area and move on. So 920, 922.20, and then 925, and then 930. That's kind of what I'm looking for tomorrow. But who knows? CPI could rip everything down, and then we're not going to really have a trade there. So I don't know. Let's see. Tesla had a pretty good day today. I did see some headlines that they are going to lay off. It was like 600 people in California, so it's really nothing compared to how big the company is. Let's see here. Not really a nice trend line or anything. So I don't know. Not the most interested in Tesla. Maybe back into like 185, but I kind of want to just wait for like, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something here at 185, but I think 200 is probably going to be where I want to see it. Ooh, Farouk, get him. I came close to buying a Meta swing this morning, but didn't. I don't know if that was a put or call, but typically it's always good to just kind of sit back, even if you would lose money. So yeah, not super interested on Tesla. Let's check out Meta since y'all are talking about it. Really just kind of slow, kind of grind higher action here into this gap from earnings. So, I mean, to me, just not a nice setup there. Over 480, we are then just running into this mess here. So, not super thrilled to be playing this to the upside right now. Probably just going to keep that on watch until something happens. Let's see. Plug, something I don't really trade. That had a kind of an interesting day today, up 20%. Netflix sitting here above 600. I don't know. I mean, once again, just kind of like Meta here, we're just sitting in the middle of this chop zone. So I don't really want to trade it anywhere in this area until we can start making highs. And then all-time high here on Netflix is going to be 700, I think. Yeah, 700. So we're creeping back up in this area where I would like to maybe get involved. But right now, anywhere between 600 and like 640, I just don't really want to be involved in it. Netflix isn't something that I trade on a day-to-day basis to begin with. Yoda Bomb, good night. Yeah, Meta has been weird. Let's see here. We have a nice crowd on this channel. Sweet. See you, Yoda. Let's see what else we got going here. $377. Yeah, no, bunch of people. Noah Rosenberg, ever trade small caps, low float tickers? Not really. That's not really what I do. Like typically on a day to day basis, I'm more of a so I mean just more of a, like a day trader scalper using options, and I typically trade like the same 5 to 10 names on a day to day basis. If something is, moving really well, like, when Boeing had that news and there was some real price action to trade there, I'll go over to Boeing. Like, when Target and Budweiser had that news last summer, I got involved in that. When COVID was going on and vaccine stocks were going off, I was involved in those. When IPOs were hot, I was involved in those. But typically, it's more I'm trading the big mega cap names like Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, AMD, Meta, Netflix, stuff like that. So those are my day to day stuff. So to answer your question, no. Well, very rarely. Low float tickers, I mean, I guess, yeah, no, I mean, not really. We do have people in here that do that though. I'm just kind of more the day trading options guy. So we do have some other traders here at Penny Boys that do that stuff. I think there's 3 or 4 other traders in here that live stream and do lessons and all that stuff. Average hold time for options. Never tried day trading that. Typically, 90% of my trades are under 10 minutes. Very rarely will I swing something overnight or for a couple days. And very rarely will I be in for 20, 30, 40 minutes. Sometimes those trades happen. I mean, I'm not going to say that they never happen. Yeah, I've been in plenty of them. But typically, my trades are very quick, usually under 10 minutes. What else we got in here? You got 3 contracts on AMC. Okay. You said what might go to 300? AMC? That's a freaking crazy statement, but maybe. I guess you need the liquidity. Yeah, I mean, definitely want like volume and liquidity on the options, Noah. So I mean, that's a huge reason why I trade the mega cap names. Um, I have traded equities before. I just spending so much time with the same tickers on a day-to-day basis for years. I just kind of know their personalities, just kind of understand how they move, what I want to see, what I don't want to see. So, it's just worked for me. It's just kind of my style. Kind of curious, do you pay attention to the Greeks if you're day trading options? When I'm day trading, not really. I mean, the main thing I'm looking at is going to be volume, because I want there to be high volume on the specific contract that I'm looking to trade, just so the spread is tight. Just because I don't want to be buying into a contract, on the ask, and then I'm down, 10, 20, 30% just because there's no volume and the spread's really wide. So another big reason why, just like you said, I want liquidity. I want that volume there for me to trade options. Porter, we're gonna hold you to that, okay? I just want to see GameStop at 100. That would be awesome. Tickers do have personalities, Duck. I agree. It's important to learn, mostly due to the emotion of those who trade. Yeah, 100%. And also just understanding kind of how the algos, how computers work in the trading world. Have I bought any GME? No, I have not bought any. Um, I really wanted to swing some today, and as much as I think that there's probably a chance for this, the last thing I want to do is tell you guys, hey guys, I just bought some very small position. Do at your own risk, and you guys just want to dump money into it, and then it tanks. Just because I know if I go in with X amount, I am more than willing to lose half or more than half of that position overnight. Right? I'm not looking to make a home run. I'm not looking to change my life and make $1 million overnight. Because you're just way, way, way over leveraged there. Your risk management is out the door. So, no, I mean, I'd be honest with you here. I mean, like, no, I'm not involved in it. I would like to catch some sort of trade on it today with the halting early on and then just the terrible price action. There was just no trade to be had. So just kind of watched it. However, I do think that the close at, right around this $50 level, and honestly, the close above 50 on this after hours market here that we're now sitting, I think we closed at, the ask is 51, the bid is 50.63. So close above 50 is nice. But once again, I'm going to be looking for kind of the same thing that we saw this morning in pre-market. That's where the squeeze is going to happen. That's where they can't really halt the stock, and we could see some absolute madness. You got to think, we went from 30 to 80 overnight last night. So we could go to 50 to 100, or we could go to 50 to 150, or 50 to 200, or 50 to $15. We really just don't know. However, I think that closing here, closing up this high is going to just keep that pressure on the shorts, and things could really get hurt, or the big money guys will, because we need them to start covering. We need them to start getting out of their position and buying back the stock that they've shorted to then get this thing ripping. You can see 330 or 300. That is correct. GME consolidating above 50. Can it set up for a play tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, if we're above 80, then I'm going to be looking for, the kind of that high, whatever we hit. If we're kind of below 80, I'll be looking to kind of trade today's high. We opened at 64.83. So I'll be looking at, kind of that 65 level, then 75, then 80, then 100, whatever. That means you can buy more puts. Yeah, if you want to. I don't know who Steak Man is. Or do you go by Steak Man? Yeah, I know it is. I was just wondering. I haven't heard that before. It looks like he warned you not to keep buying puts. Well, you day traded Hollow, AMC, CTNC, and Cost today. Yeah, I mean, those are definitely some hot names. I haven't looked at Hollow yet, Noah. But I did see that. It looks like it's kind of the same price as like BlackBerry and AMC here. More so BlackBerry. Nice. I can tell you're more of a low float guy. AMC, CTNT. What's this? Ooh, that was a mover. Closed yesterday at 141-ish, call it 150. We hit a high of 7. 437% gain today at close. And then costs. Nice. Staying away from those puts due to IV. Yeah. Farouk, I don't know if you're in my live trading today. Kind of a big reason why I'm advising you to be careful buying puts on some of these crazy squeeze stocks is because the idea is there, right? The stock is ripping. It shouldn't be up this high, and you think that it should come down over time. I think the idea is there. You're 100% right. That's how I would trade. You understand about IV and all that stuff, is what you're saying? Okay, cool. Then I won't get into it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, CT&T called out, could see 5 to 7 movement on at 11 a.m. Exactly that power hour. Nice, no, that's awesome. Well, we got about 10 minutes left, guys. You have any other last minute questions here? You have 6 puts on what? Yeah, yeah. This is our job here, Farouk. We're not trying to be critical or mean or anything. We're here to keep you safe. You can't tell me. You can't tell me what stock it is? Well, that's totally up to you. I'm gonna guess it's okay. Well, just understand, just understand that GameStop isn't gonna rip SPY or pull SPY down. CPI is tomorrow, so there's going to be a massive move pre-market. So, all right, well, you're gambling on CPI then. Good luck, my friend. We'll see. Thoughts on TTWO? I think they have earnings tomorrow, right? Nope, they have earnings on the 16th, so Thursday. Yeah, what's up, Mistiza? Okay, so my thoughts on this. Well, right now it's just kind of sitting still. I don't really know a whole lot about the stock. I do know that this has been something that's been popular in the last few years. However, it kind of depends on what you're trying to do. Mistiza, if you're trying to buy in for earnings and kind of hold through earnings, then I would do a little bit more like fundamental research. Like, what are the predictions? What do has the company been doing good the last 3 months? Stuff like that. If you're looking to day trade it, for me, like if I had to day trade this, I would just wait until after the earnings, so the day after that crazy move, and then look to try to capture some movement after the fact. So if you want to give me any sort of insight on kind of what you were looking to do, if you're holding it, waiting for earnings, or if you're looking to day trade it, or just kind of point me in the right direction here. You're holding it at the moment. Okay. Nice. Well, again, I'm not much of a fundamental guy, but I would, my advice is just, do a little bit of research. Do a little bit of research. See what you think. Let's just kind of see what happened the last couple of earnings here. So last earnings we fell a little bit, but we were at all-time highs or close to. This earnings here we actually ripped. This earnings we ended up bouncing as well. Oh, okay, cool. So Take-Two Interactive, are they involved in the GTA 6? I don't really know anything about the company. Okay, cool. Well, if you have shares, you're not in like options or anything. I think that's actually really interesting. Maybe you get a kind of a move coming into the release of the game, and we know it's 2025. I'm excited for that. But so you can either see a run up into the release of the game, like I said, or you kind of wait through the release date and give it, 6 months or a year and let a couple earnings calls come out. And so those earnings can be reflected from sales within the game. Again, I don't know exactly how that they are kind of correlated with GTA. I don't know really, again, what this company does, but that's something to look at. Yeah, I mean, Rockstar is who I would think, so that's why I didn't really know. How's that take two the game? What's CIE, Jag? Oh, the game company. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they're integrated with GTA 6, but I'm just kind of going off what she's saying. So that's kind of my outlook on that. They make decent games though. Okay, cool. TTWO doesn't have a lot of volume. 1 million. Well, it's not typically a stock that moves. Well, I mean, a million volume in a day isn't terrible. It's not terrible. It's not something that I would be day trading necessarily. It's kind of more of an investment, like it sounds like she's doing, which I think is smart, especially if she's linking it to GTA 6. It's just going to be a little bit more of a waiting game. Yeah, me too. You know, they are related to GTA. A double take on Take Two's layoffs this week in business that are related to GTA. Huh. Yeah, I mean, Rockstar is definitely like the lead, I think, with GTA, but Take Two may just kind of help them out. I don't know. But we got about like 3 to 5 more minutes here, guys. What else you got for me before we wrap some stuff up? Yeah, Take Two's been doing pretty good. I mean, over a long period of time here. At least the last little bit. I think with GTA 6, maybe we all think it's gonna be crazy. What did I eat for dinner? We had like taco bowl night kind of thing. Nice, Farouk. Go get it. Rollin ship. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You guys got anything else? How'd you do this semester? Not bad, not a 4.0 student, I can tell you that, but I do what I have to do to get by and get through college and start getting work. All right, Chad, later. Will I be on mic tomorrow for your group? I can be, again, I never want to take away from other people live trading. If GameStop is like up a lot and there's some crazy stuff going on and whoever's live streaming isn't really going to focus on it, then I will. Oh, okay, sweet. Who's the accent guy? You talking about Mr. SLP? Ship furniture to the company. I think you're joking, Farouk. Wasn't he the one that got you in here? Shit. Let's look. This thing's $10. Used to be 3,800, 4,000 bucks ish a share. That's pretty crazy. Rollin, what are your thoughts on this? What are you looking for here? Looks like it's just really stagnant here. I mean, we hit a low of about 4. We're sitting around 11 later, RB. But back here in 2017, I mean, we hit a 4,000 bucks a share. We split a few times. Well, actually, we split 1 to 15. So they actually reverse split it. Huh. But I mean, so far this year, really strong, Rollin. I mean, I can't really say anything else other than that. So really, really strong. I'm just not really into Synergy Maritime. Don't know much about it. I'm a very boring trader. I'm very selective at what I do, but that's just what works for me. It's very stress free. It's kind of just you just gotta be like a sniper. You just sit back and wait for that perfect time and execute it. Yeah, I mean, for having a low at 3, we even see $4 a share this year. We're sitting at almost 11. Um, so for me, like investing wise, yeah, I mean, they've obviously been turning it around on a 3-year chart. They're doing pretty good here, but I backed out. Like, let's just do like 20-year chart. I mean, this is hurting. Considering that, well, this is because they did reverse split, so it really wasn't $60,000 a share, but um, they're definitely turning things around. I would look at the short interest, see how many shares are being shorted, and then also just kind of look for like a short squeeze, maybe if that's your thing. If you're looking to invest, looks like earnings are coming up, maybe you could get nice little trade on that. But well, guys, we're at that hour mark, so I am exhausted, and it's been a long day. I was at my desk for most of the day, and then I was supposed to do an earnings stream, and the one time that I was called to go help my parents, I was not there for it, but it's all good. Yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Y'all have a good night. I will see you in the morning, and good things for me to look into. Thanks. Yeah, for sure, Roland. If you have anything else, just text me in here. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Thank you as always. I will be in the chat as always tomorrow. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You guys get in here on Discord where you can actually get involved in all this stuff. You guys have a good night, and let's make some money tomorrow. Later.